we have to understand what happens when the Sahasrara opens. When the Kundalini passes through the 5 centers, it enters into the area which we call as limbic area. This area is all surrounded by 1,000 nerves. All these nerves get enlightened gradually and start moving on all directions, opening the Sahasrara. And then the Kundalini, what's this noise about? Emerges out through the fontanelle bone area, which we call as Brahma Randhra. Randhra means the whole, and the Brahma is the all-pervading power of God's love. So it enters into the subtle energy which is all-pervading, which we do not feel normally. But then the Chaitanya, the vibrations which are the part and parcel of this energy, they start entering into our brain and showering their blessings in the limbic area they assemble. Now the limbic area is connected to all the area of the brain and also to the nerves. So it starts flowing onto the nerves, giving you the new awareness of collective consciousness. But Sahasrara is to be kept open is rather difficult for people, because it's a vicious circle. First, these vibrations should enter into your brain through the Brahma Randhra when it is opened out, and they should nourish your nerves, by which your left and right side open out. And so more Chaitanya can flow down all these centers. But if your Sahasrara is not properly opened, this process doesn't take place. As a result of that, the chakras don't open, the Kundalini only as very few strands is kept in the spinal cord, and the new strands cannot rise because your chakras are not open. Still on a mental level, most of the people recognize. But unless and until it is recognized in the heart, is no recognition. But the response to the spirituality is not yet manifested. It is manifested It is all built, no doubt, but it is not yet manifested. And how will it manifest? That's what people ask me, Mother, how will it manifest? Through your past, you have learned that you have to be afraid of this, you have to be afraid of that. Also in this lifetime, you have learned many things. For a child may put his hand to the candle, won't be frightened. But a grown-up will, because an experience. With the experience, gradually you built in that reaction of reflex within you so that you try to save yourself. Now, what experience you should have to build that in your heart is the point. And the experience is of your own divinity. So first you have to recognize yourself to be a divine person, to have faith in yourself. But if you become introspective and meditative, then you touch that divinity within you. When you touch that divinity, you know you are a divine person. You have to recognize your own divinity, that you are divine, by experiencing your divinity. How do you experience your divinity? That you give realization to others. It's a great experience to give realization to others. Not only that, you give realization, but you can tell about their chakras. You know what's wrong with them. You are quite confident. And mentally you know that, yes, it's working. You'll say, without getting involved into it as I do it, you'll say, Mother, it's working, it's happening, it's this thing, that. But you never introspect. How is it I am working? How I can feel? What has happened to me? What has improved in me? What has sharpened in me? What is the development in me? What is the transformation? If supposing the sea is responding to moon, that means it has that mobility in it to respond. A stone will not react to the moon. In the same way, in your heart, these waves of these feelings are created. By the experience of spirituality, by the experience of your own being, and then you start expressing them. But if you mentally go on analyzing everything and mentally understanding Sahaja Yoga, you cannot reach that state of divinity from where you receive all the blessings. It starts pouring on you in every way. But this is the faith with experience, not a blind faith. Faith with experience and through introspection. Why do I do this? Why should I do like this? Why shouldn't you do like that? Is introspection should start. When you are introspecting, then this depth moves further, but more through meditation. That's why I always tell you that please get up in the morning, do your meditation, and get up in the evening and do your meditation. At least before going to bed, you should get to it. That's the only way you can go deeper into your divinity, which is the source of all creativity, source of all the innocence, is the source of all the knowledge and the source of all the joy.